credit. What's leg defense? Sorry, guys. All right, who do we got? All right, so now I sound like a broken record from these last two sessions, but real quick, my name is Coach Spates. I coach in Southern Illinois, Edwardsville. We just moved to a Division I program a few years ago. Getting a lot better. If you guys have anything, you want to see anything as we go, that's great. Just let me know. We'll go over the leg defense. I always say this, gotta say it again, most important thing, good leg guy, don't let it in, that's the best leg defense. You guys have probably heard that before, right? That's the truth. You get a good leg guy, they're gonna crank on you. Legs are a painful move if you do it right, so that's why we don't let it in. Real quick, just positioning things, and you guys know this. Guy throws a leg in, all right, it's when I'm beat, my weight is up here, there's space. I'm gonna wait for a second, not trying to yell over that. That space between my elbows and my knees is what allows him to throw that leg in. So you guys have heard this, he gets weight on my hands, I'll bring my elbow to my knee. That's the most basic, just he's here, I go here, close that gap. A lot of times weight goes on my hands and I can't bring my elbows back, so that way I'll bring my knees to my elbows. I can knee slide, I can sit out, I can change over, anything I can do to bring my hips back underneath, get my weight off my hands, close that gap. So, elbows to knees to elbows, and then I'll use my feet and my knees to fight his legs. He's using his legs to ride and turn me, I'm going to use my legs to defend. So he beats those arms, close the gap. So legs coming in, just put my knees together, goes the throw, stopping that. Now I'll go to knee slides, change overs, sit outs, whatever, same thing. All right. Last one is I'm going to windshield wipe my opposite foot and just catch. So once again, I'm closing that gap. Closing the gap, closing the gap, closing the gap, closing the gap. So he beats me, legs coming in, close the gap. Catch it right here. Now, I'll try to knee slide at it. Alright, so just a couple positioning things. Real quick, hit it like 2 or 3 times each. Make sure we do leg defense on both sides, because you never know which side the guy's going to throw the leg in. 1, 2! Alright, look good, basic positioning things, just keep it in mind. Now, the main part of this, I go to my hip smash position. I call this the home base position. Most of this series is going to come from here. And I've seen other leg defenses that are variations of this, very similar, that you can do as well. But same thing is not letting it in. I don't let him get established with it. So as soon as he beats my positioning and that leg comes in, I throw my hip smash. I don't wait for him to get a figure 4 or a lace. I don't wait until the power half's in. As soon as that beat with that leg, I go right to my hip smash. So leg comes in, I'm pulling him underneath with my knee. Pulling him and I'm smashing my hip down to the mat. My hands stay right where they are. Alright, so pull him here. And you can feel pulled and it slid a little bit. Ideally that loosens that leg up. Alright, but I stay here in good position. I don't want to hip smash and be up here where he can suck me back. We'll go over those defenses in a minute, but this is going to be our home base right here. That's that hip smash position. That partner one time, leg comes in, I pull him underneath, hip smash, right here. Let's go out with that partner real quick. I just want to make sure you guys have the position. 1, 2, before we move on. Alright, so now, once we get to our hip smash position, we're going to flip fight. Like I mentioned earlier, we're going to use our legs to defend his legs rather than using our arms. Alright? So, right away, hip smash. If I do it right, and I do it right away, he doesn't have a chance to figure 4 and lace. We'll go over that next when he does. But right away, right here, we're in our good hip smash position. I'm just going to use my knee or my foot to clear this. Alright, so right now it's short, I'm a little longer, so I'm going to go ahead and use my knee, clear it out, and then this is real important. Bring this knee to my chest. Here. If I clear it out and I leave it down, he throws it right back in. Now we're in the same boat. Alright? If you're a little longer, or if your partner's a little longer, or you're a little shorter, I can use my foot. I can use my foot too. Clear it out. So whichever feels more comfortable in there, and sometimes it's depending on his position too and his body style. So play with both. Hip smash. Hip smash. Good chest down, look at my good position. Clear it up. Now, a lot of people actually use their hands. I don't use my hands for a couple reasons. One, when I'm in here, I'm putting my hand there, guys grab wrists, right? Now we're in a leg and a wrist, we don't want that. The other reason, a lot of times when we grab, guys will grab here and they'll pull themselves in. Now I'm tighter than this, and I'm also, a lot of times I pull him to us, and he locks in, grabs his own foot and seatbelts. Yep. So now we're in that seatbelt position. So that's why I use my knees and my feet to take it away, right, rather than use my hands. That being said, sometimes when you use your knee, you get stuck here. If I get stuck here, I'll use my hand. I'm pushing off. I'm just aware of not giving up wrists and not pulling him into the leg. I don't want to tighten up his leg on it. See it again, are we good? Good. Let me actually, real quick, let's finish in that crab off of everything. So we'll hip smash here, clear it. Now we'll sit up to our crab. And then a lot of variations. Come underneath the leg, slide down, catch your head, that kind of stuff off the crab. But at least we're out of the legs. So let's just end up everything in crab. If you guys want to do a couple where you get all the way out, that's fine too. 1, 2. All right, now, I think because you guys are a little bit bigger, you're having trouble getting that foot or that knee out as I'm looking around, or a lot of you guys having trouble kind of in here. All right, and I was going to show this later, but I'll show it now. That's where I can make some little adjustments. I'm going to do this bump up in a second, but I can slide, if I'm here and I don't feel like I can get it, I can always slide down. I just kind of use my feet and my hands here, and I slide down. Now that, see how that created a little bit of space in there? So I can slide down and take that off. Or I can kind of bump up, which I'm going to show you guys in a minute, but it's too tight, I can't get to it. I can bump up and into it. Same thing, that loosen that up. And look right here, I don't feel like I can get underneath this. Watch what I do with my knee and my foot. See that? Now that gives me, so I can make those little adjustments as you're in there, play around with them. Now let's go to the power half defense when we get there. A lot of guys are going to go power half, suck back from that hip smash position. So let's beat those. Legs in, I hip smash, here, he goes power half. And this is a big reason why we gotta keep that chest down. If I'm here like this, real easy for that guy to suck me back power half. I'd be in danger. All right, so that's where I keep this position, keep my elbow down, stand as good a position as I can. All right, from here, I keep my chest down. Now, I'm gonna drop to the elbow of the side that he's on. Drop to my elbow and I catch his elbow. Right here. Now, I don't try to push this off. I keep it and I just try to hold it up like a column in a ceiling. All right, I'm just trying to hold that ceiling up. Now I slide underneath it. So I use my feet again, I slide my butt down and I go right underneath this. See how I'm holding that ceiling up? All right. Also, when I go here, that takes off that power. If he's got a good power half, there's a lot of pressure on the back of my neck. Catching that takes some of that pressure off. And now, I slide under it. Now, once I've cleared it, I pull it in like a fireman's carry. Don't try to go to the fireman's until you've cleared it though, because if I'm here and I reach up, it just tightens it up. All right, so I stay here. Once I've cleared it, now I'll reach up. All right, from here I've got two options. I can clear it, which is always great. Like I said, anytime we get out of the legs, we're out of the legs. That's good. All right, now we can go this way or whatever. I actually don't worry about it. Once I've got this arm, I just run out, spit on the mat. Run out to a tripod and try to swim and catch him on his back. So I catch this tight, run, swimming, catch him on his back, get our 6-point reversion. All right. One more time. Leg comes in, hip smash right away, good position. He's power half, catch, slide. Firemen's. Run out to our tripod, or I'll clear it out. Now, lately a lot more guys are going to a suck back than a power half. Just go lock it in, suck back. Yeah, right in here. All right, so very similar, a little bit different, but when he gets here, I'm gonna catch his elbow, and I'm just gonna try to push that across a little bit, and that loosens that lock up. All right, so he's here, get a little bit tighter. I'll catch here, I'll push it across, and now I come up, and I pull this and try to take his height away. All right, now from here, I can clear, or I can just start to swim. All right, and this one I actually just started doing recently because a lot of people are going to that suck back, and I noticed that if I use that elbow, I can kind of do the same thing. Hip smash, he goes suck back, try to catch that elbow. See right here, it was hard to get underneath, so maybe that's where I'll make that adjustment. I can't quite grab it. So I move around a little bit in there, pull, swing. See it again, are we good? Good. 1, 2. Let's go. Get a good feel for it. All right. Like I said, a lot of different variations, a lot of things that work well. A big part of it is holding good position, not getting all extended, that kind of thing, and then really just trying to beat what he has. He gets a good tight power half. That's that's the most pressing issue at that time. I got to clear that power half. Okay? Then we'll work on the legs. Now let's go to where we get beat on a power half or suck back. We're going to jump to the other side and then come back on it. All right. So hip smash. I try to beat the power half with my positioning and everything here, but I get beat. This is either when I'm going to my back, or even sometimes once I'm on my back, I'll jump to that far side. It's harder from down here, and I'm already giving up back points, which I don't want to do. So ideally I do it as I'm going to my back. But if we get on our backs, this is an option as well. So I'm here, he starts to suck me back. I'm going to my back, I don't want to be there. I'm going to jump to the other side, but I stay up on top. All right, so I jump, but I stay on top. I don't jump all the way and give away my height. I'm trying to keep my height on him here. So, jump to the far side, height. Close that hand, see how my hips are up. Now I'll block my face. Most guys are going to go to try to cross faces here, and come back up on top. That's why I block my face, so it doesn't rip my face off with the cross face. Going to my back, power half. Jump, block. All right, now, as soon as he unlocks, I come right back, watch right here, take it out. And a lot of times as we move around, it loosens up. Anytime we can take it out, take it out. All right, he goes suck back, very similar. Suck back, jump, here. I don't have to block my face, it's just such a habit for me. I'll go here, and now I'll go right back. Okay. This is more from the power half though. Power half, suck back, block. Come back. Got it? The main thing, when you jump to the other side, stay up on top of them. Don't let that hip fall off to the far side. That's where you get in trouble. 1, 2. Look good. Let's just say nice little adjustments you guys are making too, figuring out how to move around in there. The bump up. All right, so we talked a little bit about the bumping up, creating a little space, but this one I use all the time. I'm going to hip smash, and then I'm going to bump up, and then hip smash, bump up, hip smash, bump up, as many times as it takes. Let me show you without a partner real quick, just because it's kind of hard to do slow. It's a little bit of a weird feel. So I'm going to hip smash here, and now I bump up. But when I bump up, I try to bump my hip over the top of them, and I keep that slant down. Right? When I go back to the square, that's where a guy can adjust. So I want to keep that slant so he's still falling down off the side. All right? With the partner, legs in. All right, and this is one I'll do if I can't clear this. I can't get underneath it, whatever. Or he's figure 4, he's laced. All right, you can kick this. You guys have probably seen it. You guys seen where you kick the foot. And then try to clear it. Right. 5? Okay. So we'll go quick on this. So I'm going to bump up, and I'm trying to put my butt up here, back here. So I bump up. This time he comes with me. Go ahead and stay with me. I bump up, he comes with. Still pretty tight. Hip smash again. See it loosen up? Right? So hip smash, bump up, hip smash, clear. What usually happens, he's tight with the leg, I'll go come over the top. So I hip smash, right? And I can use this too. I'll do this with our guys sometimes. When they bump up, push that knee down. So I'll bump and push and slide. Now I hip smash again. Now he's underneath me. I'm going to come all the way over the top. Now from here I slide. I go underneath. I don't go over the top. I'm pulling him into me. He wants to try to pull back. I go underneath so I can push away. Now I just try to put his knee on his head, hold him until he'll start bailing out. Right? Especially coaches in the corner yelling that it's a reversal. This guy will bail. Right? So bump, hip smash, bump up, hip smash, bump all the way over. Hip smash, bump up, clear it if I can, hip smash, bump all the way over. Here, pose, push it away, keep on his back, transition, get that pin. Got it? Love the pins. Twice the team points, half the match. 1, 2. I wanted to move a little quicker because we're running out of time here, but that bump up, like I said, we can use that in a lot of different positions. All right, we'll do it from when we're flat. We're going to push back to a bump up. When we jump over to that far side, all right, on that power half defense, power halves, I jump to that far side, I block, I come back, I bump up. Right? So we're going to use that with a lot of this other things. It's just a nice little way to clear some space, get some height, get you underneath. Let's go real quick to leg flat. This is more realistic. A lot of times you get leg in, we're flat here. Right? I gotta protect myself. I know he's gonna be cranking on me. I don't want to let him do it, so I stay in a ball as much as possible. Now, what usually happens is the guy will hop and arch. Right there. Good. I'm going to try to time it so when he releases that pressure, I'm going to go back to my hip smash position. You know, it's not very easy under there. Let me show without a partner one time. He's here. A lot of times guys will jump and then they'll release that pressure just a little bit. So I try to time it. Jumps, push back. Very similar to the hip smash position. I'm scissoring my knees a little bit more and I'm really using my arms and my forearms to push back on it. One more time. Legs in. He hops. Release that pressure. Get back to here. Now right away, I'll bump up. Now I'm clear. Okay? So, push back to your hip smash position, bump up, or push back, clear it, push back in my power half and go to that. 1, 2. If a double leg's in and we're flat, I'll just pick a side and jump to one side. All right, so once again, I protect myself, and then I try to pick a side to jump to. I might have to try one side, if it doesn't work, go to the other side. So I jump my hips over one side, and now I push back my hip smash position. Now, right here, because my knees were together, we ended up in kind of that seatbelt position. Bump up. Okay. So, double legs, jump to a side and push back. The other thing is when we're in our hip smashes, and that kind of thing, I get here, I clear it, I come up, throws this leg in. All right, that's fine. Go back to my home base on the other side. Bump up. Loosen up, now it's there. All right, so it's kind of a series. There's some other things you can do in here. One guy, I don't remember if it was this group or last group, they were talking about sliding down, going underneath the leg. Some guys do that. That works really well too. You can add that in. Sometimes if he's scooting, that hand's posted right there, that's great. Catch that hand, take away his height, work on stuff like that. So it's little variations that you can add in there. But if you get the basics down, that hip smash position, bumping up, real important in there too. So I 2.